Hey, where are we going?
Going to Hotlead.
Wargaming Road Trips.
How many times have we recorded and not published something?
Yeah, I think we've had three trips. Three road trips, 3 episodes. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
9 months since, I think 9 months since we've published an episode.
That seems like a really long time, but we did record.
They just didn't make the grade.
And what were the issues we were having?
Road noise. I think the microphones crapped out on one of them.
Yes, well, we've had that at least twice.
The very concept of the podcast is presenting challenges, like, being in a car, driving to an event, and driving home from an event. There's the technical challenges with the noises, the road noises. There's also the human challenges, too. We're often leaving quite early in the morning. I don't know if that's part of it or we messing up. And the drive home, usually at the end of a convention, you're exhausted from smiling all weekend. It's hard to be chatty.
I think we should be very clear here. Any technical problems, I would suggest are not mine. I'm driving. You don't like it when I try and fix the mic while I'm driving.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying. When you pull up the laptop and start typing while driving. We should do a catch-up episode.
We went to FlintCon.
Yeah, that was in February.
So that was the last one that we went to, and we recorded an enormous amount of material going down and an enormous amount of material going back. And then when we were playing it back together, we both said,
yeah, wasn't good enough. It was a great drive, though. Fun trip, and fun weekend of gaming.
I don't think better content had ever been recorded. It's just the sound quality was no good. And then we had the same issue when we went down to Geneseo for War Games Among the Warplanes.
September, end of summer? I've already forgotten. There are 2 of those in the year, right?
There's 2. We almost always miss the one in. We almost always miss the first one because it clashes with On Parade.
When's On Parade again? It's coming up, right?
Oh, you know what? That's a good question. I think it's going to be in June. Oh, you know what? I was just going to say, I've already arranged that we're going to be there and do a demonstration game. And actually, I don't think I've arranged any of this.
No.
I should reach out to somebody before they give our table spaces away.
It's always a hard one for me. That's crunch time because school's about to end. So everyone with a summer birthday has a birthday party. So the kids are just back to back on the weekend.
Doing anything prior to the kids breaking up for the summer vacation is very tough. And then doing stuff over the summer vacation is very tough because the kids are busy. They want to do stuff and you want to spend time with your kids.
But hey, I've got an excuse for every weekend.
What is your excuse for every weekend, Dan?
I come up with something, don't I?
Oh, yeah, you always have it, but you recycle them.
Yeah.
The last On Parade, you had so many excuses ready to go that you kept changing why you couldn't go. And then you told me, I've got COVID again. I'm like, I wasn't even expecting you to be here.
I was going to say, I think that was just me updating you about my life. So we missed a FlintCon episode, a War Games Among the Airplanes episode, and potentially an On Parade episode. And
no, we never recorded On Parade. What did we record? We recorded 3 times.
Oh, the Black Knight Games auction.
We absolutely did record something for Black Knight Games because I've got the audio clip, but we also recorded when we went to Toronto for the sale day.
Oh, that was a fun day, wasn't it?
It was a good day. I did not enjoy trying to park in Toronto. I did not enjoy driving into Toronto. I enjoyed hanging out with people. I enjoyed seeing what people would say. I like seeing how other people do their sale days as well. We recorded a whole thing, and I actually thought that was some of our best material.
Yeah. So let's save those conversations. Maybe get together next week and try and do a imitation of the greatest episodes we ever recorded. A little wrap-up version.
Where are we going next week?
Nowhere. We'll just get together.
You're going to destroy the whole podcast. What we do is we get in the car, we mic up, we talk complete nonsense, we listen back to it, it sounds terrible, and then we don't release it. That's the podcast.
That's the podcast. I did miss Hotlead last year, though. That was through a series of unfortunate events.
I remember what happened. You went off with your friends. I don't know who these people are, and didn't invite me.
No, first of all, I'm not allowed to have friends without you, so they don't exist. But what happened last year was that my wife had that embarrassing fall we weren't going to talk about, and the kids had a weekend full of activities.
That wasn't Hotlead.
Oh, I wasn't Hotlead?
That wasn't Hotlead. That was when you stood me up for... Let me think. You jilted me at the last minute. We were supposed to go to Scotty's thing in Kitchener. That was Battle for Breath. No, it was the KW Gamers Open Day. And I was cleaning my teeth, getting ready for bed, and you messaged me because if you'd phoned me, I wouldn't have answered it.
Well, welcome back to the podcast, folks, with Flaky Dan and Jilted Barn. On the podcast today, we're listing up excuses why we haven't recorded the podcast, followed by excuses on why I haven't gone on any road trips.
So where are we going? We're going to Hotlead.
Going to Hotlead in
Stratford.
I can look at the GPS.
Don't look at me confused. You just punched it into the GPS. And now you're looking at me like, I don't know where we're going.
Yeah. We got a hotel on the outskirts of town this time around. Yeah, the hotel at the venue is booked up, unfortunately. It seems to sell out quite quickly. So no luck. We didn't plan soon enough. We won't make that mistake again next time. We'll get that booking in right away. As soon as this event ends, we're booking it for next year.
So this is technically the first time we've hot-leaded together.
Oh, that's true. I've driven down myself and met you there.
Yeah, because you've been there at least once before.
Yeah.
Hotlead is usually 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
But we're here only for the Friday night because I have Heritage Con on Sunday. Now, you've told me you're coming.
No, I haven't. I won't be able to make it to Heritage Con.
Now you say this. You told me you were coming.
It's always good fun, though, isn't it?
Wait a minute. You're backtracking here. You told me you were coming, but you've let the cat out the bag and you had no intention of coming.
No intention of going to Heritage Con. I still have a backlog of all the tugboats and Pokemon models from last year.
My daughters put together those Pokemon kits so fast, and I'm thinking, this has been a great afternoon, and I really enjoyed how much time they've spent putting this together, and this has been a good experience. Everyone's enjoyed themselves, but this is $400 of Pokemon they've just assembled in 4.5 hours.
They look great, though.
They are excellent. I don't think there's anything comparable on the market. I know a lot of people are doing Gundam right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are they snap together kits? Are they the same thing?
I think a lot of them are snapped together, like the more basic ones. But hey, why don't we hop in the car next week and go up to that Gundam store and check them out? Record an episode on the way.
That sounds like a good idea. All right, so what are you playing?
Before we started recording, I was just saying that I didn't actually sign up for anything, but then Andrew in the backseat there reminded me that I did. I don't know how he knew, but I guess we signed up a while ago.
You probably mentioned it to him once and he remembered.
Yeah.
That's what normal people do.
No memory of it, but I'm looking forward to what I've got in my inbox here. It's Speed Freaks tonight, the Warhammer 40k Orcs vehicles driving around.
You're playing that with Andrew too, right?
Yeah. And then I've got a full day of DBA tomorrow. DBA, big game in the morning, a 6-player game. It'll be a refresher for the rules for me. And then hopefully I've learned enough in the morning to play in the tournament in the afternoon. There was lots on, though. Tons of those skirmish games look interesting. There's Necromunda, Frostgrave, obviously. I think you signed up for the Ghostbusters one. There's a caveman game. Those would have been fun.
You're right. I did sign up for the Ghostbusters game. There was a 1/1200 scale Ancients naval game I was looking at. There's a 50mm sci-fi using battle space. It's maybe not going to be the scale that I like to play 50mm sci-fi in. I prefer like company-size games, and that seems a little skirmishy. There was also Coastal Patrol. Typically, at this point, you say something about me being a Too Fat Lardies fanboy, so you clearly don't know that. You don't know that Coastal Patrol is a Too Fat Lardies game.
I don't know that Coastal Patrol is a Too Fat Lardies game.
Go.
Is this all Friday night stuff?
This is all Friday night.
Lots to choose from. So that's the Friday night game, and I guess the other highlight is the Bring 'em By. You got anything you're keeping an eye out for?
Hang on, wait. You said you're playing DBA on Saturday?
Yeah, DBA all day.
And that's a tournament?
No, big game in the morning, tournament in the afternoon.
So you did sign up for 3 slots?
Just 2 slots, I think. A morning and an afternoon.
Oh, no, I mean for the weekend.
Oh, yeah, and tonight. Speed Freaks tonight.
Yeah, young Andrew's playing Speed Freaks with you.
Yeah.
And then he's got role-playing games.
Yeah, he locks himself away. I don't know where he goes.
Well, they go in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
We mentioned that last time. I remember now. The role-playing gamers go in the basement.
Send him to the dungeon.
So what are you looking for on the Bring 'em By?
Well, last time I was here, I picked up a bunch of Mordheim models, and I've gone blank now. What were the Warhammer mercenary armies?
Oh, Dogs of War.
Dogs of War, yeah. I've had all kinds of Dogs of War treasures last time I was here. So old GW stuff, absolutely, is what I'm looking out for.
Dogs of War have always evaded me. I go to all of these events and I can never find them. And then you go, the first time you go.
Sometimes right from under your nose, I'll see a lovely new in box Wolfman and his buddies or whatever, the Bjorn. I don't know the names of these models. It's been a while.
I think this is because I'm talking to people and you're just sniping stuff out from underneath me. It's a very good tactic. I appreciate that.
Yeah, being the antisocial one. What are you looking out for? Are you allowed to buy when you're volunteering? Should I not mention that?
Well, we've had this conversation before, right? Whenever you volunteer to do these kind of things, people naturally assume that you're going to scalp a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I literally never see anything until somebody else is buying it.
You're ringing them up and...
always what I want.
Yeah.
Every single time I've volunteered now, which I just made sound like I've done it for 100 years, but I've only done it twice.
It hurts, though. It hurts seeing something slip from your grasp.
Especially when it's something I was actively looking for. Last year, it was Blood Bowl stuff.
Yeah. And it's not like it's an auction. You're paying the asking price.
Oh, for sure. There's no discount. And also, I'm looking for stuff for Operation Vet Build. I've got a couple $100 that's been given to me to buy things.
Yeah.
Any well-priced model kits I'm going to pick up for
anything
the veterans.
New in box, you're just grabbing?
Pretty much anything that looks good, that the veterans will appreciate, I'll grab. Now, that seems a little open-ended because it is. It's just whatever I see that I think's going to work for them that's complete.
Yeah. If I remember from last year, they're putting things out as people are shopping. So it's not like you got to go in before anyone else either. You're shopping alongside them.
Well, not only am I shopping alongside them, what happens is there's be a line of 30 people putting their product in. I'll serve the one guy and then I'll go put his stuff out. And then I'll immediately go back and serve another person and put their stuff out. In the meantime, more treasures got put out that I didn't see, invariably. So you absolutely see less. You're going to see a lot more as a punter than I am because I'm bringing stuff in, putting it out, bringing stuff in, putting it out, and then I'm taking people's money.
What's the charity this year?
This is terrible. I should know. You know what? We should actually look this up. All right, we're here now.
All right, should we get in there?
Right.
I'm supposed to keep saying that until you say yes.
Yeah.
Let's roll some dice.
All right, so how was that, Danny boy?
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Recovering a bit. We should rewind a bit, though. It's Saturday evening now. We were going to record a little catch-up last night, but got distracted at the pub.
Well, we didn't go to the pub. We went to the hotel
bar, yeah.
So I went to a convention in Texas, and the hotel bar was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone from the convention was there at the hotel bar. I made friends that I still have. That was Millennium Con. I've been meaning to get back there ever since, but I have no excuse to go to Texas.
It's a long drive.
It's a long drive. Last time, I was able to Jedi mind trick my wife into thinking it was her idea that we go to Texas for Millennium Con.
Yeah.
It's not going to work this time. This hotel bar closes at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, and not just that, it's tiny, and they wouldn't let us sit in the dining room area.
It's always been a bit strange, but they've refurbished it, and it's worse.
Yeah.
It feels like there's less room.
Yeah, and it's not like a room where you can talk to other tables. You're very
yeah, everything's partitioned.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand it. I wonder if it's a hangover I wonder if it's something to do with COVID where everything's partitioned off. I don't know, but it felt very closed in, whereas before I remember it being more open. We did have that big plan to record on Friday night, and that went absolutely nowhere.
Yeah. And with a few beers in us, we've been talking nonsense anyway.
We talk nonsense right now.
Yeah, fair point.
And there's no beer because I'm driving.
All right. Are we going to talk about the games or the bring 'em by? Because I've got bags of stuff here I want to talk about, but what should we do first?
You know what? Let's do the bring and buy first.
All right. So what treasures did you find?
You know what? I didn't actually get that much this year. Though I said that last year, and then as I started talking about it, I realized I bought a lot more than I initially thought I had. But this year, what did I get? I got those Necrons.
Yeah.
I could not say no to metal Necrons. I probably paid more than I would normally pay, but it was such a nice little army, all metal, which is unusual
Lovely,
to see now. I mean, I don't even know the last time I saw metal Necrons. I couldn't tell you, but I was happy to grab those.
Necrons in metal are great. You don't have to paint them.
It's good. It took me a while there. I was like, what are you talking about, you muppet? What do you mean you don't have to paint them? Just because you don't paint them doesn't mean you don't have to. And then I was like, oh yeah, they're metal.
You missed out being stuck at the bring and buy table. There was lots going on at the vendors.
Oh, when we got there on Friday, I was talking to people because I'm a social... We already touched upon this. Because I'm social, you're able to snipe stuff out from under me. Because we're just talking about Necrons, which is why you're kind of laughing at me. You picked up a metal Necron thing. What is that? It's like a scorpion thing?
Yeah, you had a box of like...
It was random bits.
It wasn't random. It was like sci-fi insects.
Well, it was random bits when I got to it, because you already picked the goodies out.
Yeah, so he had some kind of like steampunk centipedes. I'm not sure what they are, but also a Necron tomb spider, which is quite a cool little model, and an old Citadel giant centipede.
It's a tomb spider or a tomb scorpion?
It's a tomb spider with a Y.
See, I don't even know what they are. I just spent all this money on a Necron army, which has those figures in it, and I have no idea what they are.
For a couple $1 each, I scooped them up. Also from the vendors, is it Don? Is that his name? He's clearing out, I think he used to run a shop, clearing out a ton of stuff. He had freezer bags full of old Bob Ollie Essex miniature sculpts.
Oh no, you're talking about Magic Dan. Used to run the store in Toronto. Cross Swords. I cannot understand how Magic Dan is at every single event I go to, and he still has stock left over from when he was running a store.
At these prices, I can't imagine I'll have it much longer. These are freezer bags full of 2 of every sculpt of undead orcs and dwarfs for like $15 a bag.
I have to think, would I have bought those? No, so you legitimately did not snipe them out from under me for a change.
There we go. At the bring and buy itself, I didn't see much. I made a couple impulse purchases. I grabbed 3D printed War Master armies, 2 complete 2,000-point armies from Forest Dragon, I think.
Oh, Forest Dragon is the company that make the sculpts, but it's obviously someone else printed them, right?
Yeah, I was watching them on Etsy. They always come up in searches, and I thought they look cool. And they're about $100 an army, and I think I paid like $20 each or $30 each for these. So happy with that. Well, what did you miss out on? What broke your heart? What did you see slip through your grasp?
Everybody wants to know about my heartache. There were 2 things. One was a big stack of very British Civil War source books. They're very hard to get now. Very British Civil Wars 1938 alternative history in the UK, where they have a civil war there prior to World War II. The very British Civil War stuff is based on the Richard III movie that was made with Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen?
I don't know.
Gandalf. That's who it is. It's Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Yes, Gandalf. So the idea being is that Richard III became a fascist dictator of the UK. There's obviously more to it than that, but if I had the source books, I'd know.
Hey, technical difficulties there. We're back. Think you were cut off talking about the very British Civil War books.
So I was doing a very expansive, well-worded...
Not rambling at all.
It was concise explanation of the background of the very British Civil War, and I somehow disconnected my microphone. Now, my understanding is if there's a technical problem, that's your fault.
Is it? Am I supposed to be checking you for connections at all times?
Yes, please.
Is your seatbelt plugged in there?
My seatbelt's good, but attaching my microphone to my seatbelt was the mistake. So, very British Civil War books I missed out on, and what was hilarious about that was I could have bought them from my friend who put them into the bring and buy, had no idea I was interested in very British Civil War source books. I see them. I see the guy come to sell them. Oh, sorry, sell them. He's trying to buy them. I see the guy trying to buy them, and I'm dismayed because I want those. And I'm trying to come up with an excuse as to why he shouldn't be allowed to take them. Of course, I'm not going to do that. It's just my bad luck.
It's for charity, right? Partially.
I mean, it is. The 10% that the show makes entirely goes to a charity, which we, once again, didn't really clear up which charity we were collecting for this year. I blame you because I was busy. What were you doing?
Playing games.
I mean, I suppose that's why people come to these things, to play the games or something. I don't know.
Anything else in the Bring It By you missed out on?
You really want to pour salt in this wound. There's a bit of lemon juice in my paper cut there. Yes, I did miss out on something that I would have really wanted, and it was Starship Troopers stuff. There's a theme here.
Yeah.
I'm constantly missing out on Starship Troopers stuff, and this was, again, a big bag of metal Starship Troopers figures.
Nice. That's a shame.
It hurt.
Yeah. Although you don't really need any more.
Well, what's this need? Not hoarding if your stuff is cool, Dan.
Fair point.
We covered what you picked up, right? That was, yeah.
Yeah. That's before your microphone malfunction.
So you just got 3D printed.
From the Bring It By, yep.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it.
You showed unbelievable restraint.
No, it was I was busy playing games. It was hard to get away. Yeah, it was kind of back-to-back engaged in gaming.
That's an amazing segue into what did you play, Dan?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Before we jump into the games, any tables you saw caught your eye?
Anything that I saw?
Yeah, from your vantage point of hidden away in the corner?
I didn't see much on Saturday, but Friday night, that Necromunda board.
That was lovely, yeah.
Staggeringly good.
Yeah, so it was homemade, 3-dimensional. It was such high quality, but it was made out of like soda cans and like the stuff that we used to make gaming boards out of when we were 14 years old.
Oh, but the critical difference is it looked good.
It looks amazing.
So you would see White Dwarf and it would have step-by-step instructions on how to make a bunch of random cereal packet cardboard and foam card, which was this mystical product that I could never seem to buy in England. And they would make wondrous, beautiful things. I would follow their steps carefully, diligently, and what I produced looked like a bunch of poorly cut out cereal packets.
Yeah, with an egg carton stuck on top.
That's it, baby.
Yeah. But these guys, I don't know, it's magic. They're based out in Lake Erie, I think they said. On that table, though, my favorite detail was the blood splatters. Whenever they play in their continuing campaign, wherever a character dies, they mark it on the board itself. So it's just like this growing, lovely painted bit of terrain.
There's something very special about being able to follow a narrative through a campaign like that.
Yeah.
Where you can say, this is where Ted got killed. Though I don't think Ted is a particularly...
Not a very hive name.
It's not a grim, dark name. But I remember when I had my Necromunda gang back in the day, they were called like Ted and Mike and Phil and Francis.
Very creative of you.
Yeah.
Another DIY table that caught my eye was the fellow who had a 2mm scale armies that he had made entirely from scratch out of like balsa wood that looked quite awesome.
Oh, that's Newmarket Chris.
Ah, cool.
And that's it. I think those are made out of foam core, which we were just talking about, the elusive foam core. But this foam core where he's peeled the, give me a second there. He's peeled the cardboard off them and then carved into the foam, I don't know what, legions? Mobs of guys.
Yeah, like up close it doesn't look like much, but from a distance it's lovely.
What is that game called?
Again,
Strength and Honor?
Should have taken notes.
No, it's Strength and Honor, and it's a Two Fat Lardies game.
Nice.
Oh, no, it's not. It's, what is it? Witch Press. It's their sub-label cut out the way I pronounced that. But yeah, it's a Two Fat Lardy game.
Yeah, the games that caught my eye were all ones nearby where I was already playing. There was a whole other half of the big room that I didn't get to explore.
Well, the Necromunda game and Strength and Honor were Friday night because we both saw those. Did they play Necromunda all weekend?
You know what? Fair point. I think it was Friday night, yeah. So I didn't see anything. I was just hyper-focused on my DBA. What caught your eye?
What, in general?
Oh, of the games. In general, your eyes are always on me, aren't they? Oh, lover boy.
Always on you. I was just wondering what you're buying. I'm like, he snuck off again. He slithered away and he's buying something that I want. And then he'll show up and innocently be like, look what I bought. Sometimes I think you don't even want them. You just like to see my face. I really like the look of the Chain of Qua game. choir of command that James had. I'm doing this thing where I want to like choir, and I just can't get behind them. I think maybe it's because it's almost World War I themed, and I have a ton of stuff for World War I. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
I just don't want more World War I. I don't need more trenches. Well, that's interesting. I wouldn't have to build separate trenches, but no, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Beautiful kits from Wargames Atlantic, but I'm not doing it. What else caught my eye? Again, that Necromunda game was beautiful. And strangely enough, I don't remember too much else. And I think that's probably because I didn't really engage with too many other people, because I played my Ghostbusters game, which looked lovely, beautiful figures. Chain of Command, Choir of Command was right next to me, so of course I saw that. This was the Friday night. And then the Bring 'em By was my Saturday. So maybe that's it. I just didn't see anything because I didn't see anything. Tangented again. Tell me about what you played.
Well, I'm going to embarrass myself with my pronunciation, but the first game was Battle of Brunanburh. You know, the foundational war that created England as a country. It was the Anglo-Saxons of Mercia and Wessex versus the Scottish, the Vikings, the pirate allies. 937?
I know what you're talking about, but I've got Last Kingdom's Bebenberg in my head now. That's not the same battle, is it?
I don't think so. Although my English history is very flawed. When I learned about this, I guess from my grandmother, there was werewolves on the Viking side. There were treacherous crows. King Aethelstan had like an enchanted sword. In this game, though, there was no werewolves. It was just all history.
So your grandmother taught you about this? Is that what you're saying? she was there?
No, you know, stories they tell.
My grandmother never told me stories of ancient British battles.
This is what we do in the summer. We'd wander through old fields and talk about what happened there.
I think this is a class thing.
Maybe. You didn't visit battlefields and historic monuments and all that? This is how I spent my summers.
I wasn't in the UK all that much. I remember being in Colchester where there was a castle.
Yeah.
I remember being in Gibraltar, obviously not in the UK, where there's a rock. Rock of Gibraltar is a big mountain. And then, I was in Germany a lot too, but the locals don't really like talking about battles. So I think maybe that might explain it.
Maybe you're better off too learning it from a book, because no werewolves in the books.
I think I like the sound of werewolves in my ancient battles.
I Googled it.
You had to Google it to
No,
check
I Googled it. I Googled
it
it to see what the hell they were talking about. And there's no record of any kind of magical influence on this. No folklore or anything. I literally think it's something my grandmother just made up.
I think your grandmother led you astray. Anyway, continue.
She kept me entertained anyway. But no, it was a good game. It was 6 players, 3 on each side. The player I was facing off directly against didn't quite grasp the rules and the importance of flanking. And he just kind of fed his units into my armies to be destroyed. So I was able to support the player next to me and, won that game.
And that was, what was that?
DBA.
Oh, DBA. You keep telling me, I keep not understanding. It's because you did, on Friday you did.
No, Friday was, we just discussed this, Gorka Morka, Warhammer 40k Speed Freaks. But no, that was Saturday morning, my big DBA game to learn the rules.
We didn't discuss
ahead of
the game you played on Friday.
Oh.
You haven't mentioned it at all.
Did we discuss your Ghostbusters? We did.
No, I mentioned that I played it. We've said nothing.
Shall we rewind to Friday night then?
I don't know why you thought we were just talking about Saturday. All right, well, finish talking about DBA, and then we'll go back to Friday.
Yeah, so the morning was that big game as practice ahead of the afternoon tournament. I brought my King Pyrrhus's Greek army, and Howard hosted that tournament. And he always does such a good job with little trophies and incentives. So, really wanted to win.
Howard's a real gentleman.
It's great. Yeah. Great as a GM. And as a person, too, I'm sure.
It's funny because people have often been surprised that Howard and I are friends.
Because he's such a nice person. And how does he stand you?
He's so gentlemanly and I'm such a gutter snipe. So how did you do in the tournament? I think you already told me. And I don't know if we recorded it, but how did you do?
Yeah, it did great. Came second place overall, which was good fun. I had my army has a big elephant, a bunch of spearmen, and a couple knight and cav units. And the plan was to scare people with the big elephants, then use the knights and cav to go do some damage.
What nationality was this army?
Oh, King Pyrrhus's Greeks.
Greek army with elephants?
Yeah.
There aren't elephants in Greece.
I don't know the history of King Pyrrhus.
Says neither do I. So I've probably said there aren't elephants in Greece, and all these people are guffawing at my ignorance now.
Is Pyrrhus even how you pronounce it? And is Pyrrhus even Greek?
See, this is going to be one of these things where it's a word or a name that I've never had to say out loud.
Like Pyrrhic victory.
Pyrrhic?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're talking about the same guy?
Yeah.
He had elephants?
The DBA army does, at least.
Oh, I don't know. This is comical because this isn't my area of education, and I'm not sure what we're talking about. Let's edit this out, Dan. That looks stupid. Cut it out. So how many rounds did you play in the tournament?
Three rounds. The first game went to plan. My cav and knights did all the damage. Second game, I got cocky and just got wiped out by I think they were the Indian Hindustani archer army. I had no idea how to fight archers.
They have elephants.
No elephants. It just had some little archers hidden in the woods, and I just could not, for the life of me, do any damage. It was quickly over. But I learned from that in the third game and didn't get fancy, just kept with the formula of, lining up my knights against their blades, lining up my spears against their cavalry, and managed to win that game. Yeah, 1-2, lost 1. Somehow, I don't know how the points work, but I got a nice little second place certificate from Howard at the end there.
DBA is considered this grognard game that is only played by the older generation of gamers, whereas at Hotlead, it's actually the younger crowd that are playing in. When I say younger, I mean
mid-30s, yeah.
Early 30s to early 40s, which in the wargaming circle is the younger crowd. You and the Toronto guys are all XGW gamers, and you're playing DBA.
I love it. I like it because the rules are very straightforward. It's nothing complicated there. And everyone who plays has these armies that are ready to go and happy to lend you one. So it's really easy to get into because people just help you get into it. And you can just show up and borrow an army and play. But yeah, we skipped ahead there. Friday night.
Yeah, so that was strange. We both thought you thought we talked about Friday night, but
I thought we did. I thought we discussed the hotel. I thought the hotel drinks afterwards. I thought we had this discussion.
I'm pretty sure I banged on about how much I disliked not being able to tie one on at the bar.
But you know what? We can just edit it out.
It'll be seamless. We'll sound awesome.
Perfect.
It'll be great. Okay,
professionals over here.
Yeah. So you edit it, make it sound great, deepen our voices a little bit. If you could make me sound a little bit more James Bondy, I'd appreciate that. But Friday night, you played?
It was Speed Freaks. It's a fun 40k, orcs in vehicles, big casual group game.
Didn't you die really early?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was very orky.
I remember you saying you weren't hugely happy with how the shooting worked in that game.
No. It was a lot of dice rolling for not a lot of impact when it came to shooting, and ramming, explosions, crashes. For such a casual game, it's hard to be a critic. It was just, a bit of fun. And to be fair, the GMs did say, this is an orc game. We're going to have a wide open interpretation. There was some bending of the rules. There was some playful ignoring of the rules. It just, as the type of gamer I am, maybe wasn't the best for me.
So what you're saying is it was your fault that you didn't enjoy it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That seems to be the story of my life right now. It's my fault I didn't enjoy my game.
All right, take 3. I think someone got disconnected there.
See, I don't like being held responsible for these technical errors. I'm driving.
Yeah.
If I'm yelling at the other guy because he just cut us off and that emphatic gesturing that I did inadvertently disconnects the microphone, I don't think that's my fault.
I don't know what I can do to prevent these issues from happening.
I think we just have to take the rough with the smooth.
How was your Friday night?
My Friday night was excellent. Really enjoyed my Ghostbusters game, but the but is my fault. Several years ago, I played... Okay, well, let me...
Just back to your childhood trauma here.
Several years ago, I played the Ghostbusters RPG.
Yeah.
So when I say several years ago, I'm talking 3 decades ago. And when I went to Millennium Con, we played Millennium Con in Texas, we played a version of that using figures. And that was a lot of fun. I think I was expecting exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
What we ended up playing was a Ghostbusters game with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with the Mystery Machine and the kids from Scooby-Doo. And that wasn't quite what I had expected to be playing.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing wrong with that because it was just a learning game of 7TV, which I actually quite liked the rules. I ended up playing the Scooby Gang, and we were fighting monsters I'm not even quite sure
unmasking them? How does this Scooby Gang fight?
I'm not quite sure how we were fighting them.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful looking game. The game was fun. We enjoyed ourselves. It's probably one of the best looking games that I saw on the Friday night, though we just covered the fact that I didn't see too much on Friday night. I enjoyed it. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man showed up. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures were great. Shredder looked great. The Foot looked great.
The Foot and the Turtles on the same side fighting ghosts?
No. The Foot and the Turtles, the Foot and Shredder were on the side of the ghosts.
Oh, okay. Friday night is a good time to squeeze in one of those, new games. We're not playing much otherwise.
Right, we're not playing much otherwise. When was the last time we played something that wasn't at an event?
Yeah.
Was it Blood Bowl?
Blood Bowl in a pub 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're awful, lonely, terrible people.
Are we even gamers anymore? You know what we should do? We should record these podcasts in a few weeks after for the benefit of a bit of reflection.
No, I'm a dweller, though. I dwell on the stuff that I didn't enjoy, and it starts to permeate my entire experience. So that would be terrible.
Us exhausted on the way home is the better way. Maybe this whole podcast format just isn't sustainable.
Well, we've just proven it's not sustainable. We recorded 3 episodes and we weren't able to edit them to anything. It was like, blah, 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 blah. No one wants to listen to this.
It's a miracle anyone's listening, but also really awesome that they are.
I'm still amazed by how many listeners we have.
Yes.
I wonder if we're counting the statistics wrong.
It's just you refreshing over and over again. But we get the feedback. We get the lovely emails. We get the lovely messages.
We don't get lovely emails. They tell us they tell us terrible things.
Sorry, just the very fact that they acknowledge our existence, in my mind, is lovely.
That is nice, but we've never received an email that said, "You guys are great." We only get emails that say, "That's not how the mechanic of that works, so no wonder you did badly." Or, "Why are you guys GW fanboys?" Maybe we need to... Well, we already had this conversation, though I don't know if it actually went out in a podcast. Maybe we need to do an episode where we just read out our fan mail. That was me doing inverted commas, which you didn't like much because I was driving. So this is your chance, people. Send us your nasty comments and we'll address them. Not too nasty. Actually, as nasty as you want.
Before we finish up, should we talk about where we're going to go to next?
Are we already finishing? I guess we are. I guess we've said anything.
It's been a long weekend.
Yeah, I'm tired, which isn't great because I'm driving. I did get my Tim Hortons, so it's not that bad.
That's the nice thing about the Canadian War Games. Coffee on the way home.
But when I wanted coffee at 11 o'clock at night, it was... Well, I didn't want coffee. I wanted a tea at 11 o'clock at night. The Tim Hortons was closed. Who closes a Tim Hortons at 11? Who closes a bar at 11? What's wrong with the world?
Stratford, Ontario.
See, now we're going to have people who live in Stratford
email
us and say, "Stratford's awesome. You guys live in Hamilton. You guys live in Hamilton. How dare you have a moral high ground about any other city?" And they're right.
At least we can get tea at 1 a.m. in Hamilton.
Anywhere in Hamilton and a Tim Hortons will be open 24 hours, so we've got something going for us. What did you say before I went off on that weird ill-advised tangent?
I think you're about to tell me the problem with planning where we're going to go to next is that plans may not come to fruition. And we'll leave our dear listeners hanging.
So tomorrow, obviously, I have Heritage Con. You've told me you're coming, but then you've told me you're not coming, so I'm not expecting to see you. We'll be doing Wings of War at Heritage Con like we've done for the last 2 times. World War I participation air game, which is perfect because we're in a warplane museum.
Which is great because it's all modelers who don't realize that they can play with those models.
So Heritage Con tomorrow, I'm going to be able to drop off all these model kits that I've collected for Operation Vet Build, and I have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's going to be ecstatic to have these boxes of model kits out of the house again, only for me to collect more over the course of a year and fill up more boxes. I think the next thing is on parade.
Yep, on Saturday
I couldn't even tell you when it is. I know I've got to get my finger out and get in contact with someone before we lose our display game tables. So what's next? It's the auction.
Yeah, they haven't announced it yet, but usually in July they have a fun auction day that we've gone to.
Yeah,
and
right at the start of July, right.
We haven't talked about our experience last time either, so we can...
I think you're right. We do need to do a catch-up because we did record stuff for that.
FlintCon. Yeah, a few other things.
We've forgotten them again already. So it was
FlynnCon in February.
FlynnCon in February. It was the Sale Day in Toronto.
Yep.
And it was War Games Among the Warplanes. We recorded 3 episodes, but the quality...
Not good enough for our fans. All 12 of you.
Thought we established it was 15.
77.
77?
I don't know.
I have no idea. It's so difficult to track because each platform has a different way of recording the listens.
Yeah. We're not pros. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I am a perfectionist, so when it's not good, it bothers me, and then I'm mad at you, and you're like, "It's not my fault you disconnected your microphone again." The solution to that is I let you drive, and I can't.
No, you can't do that.
No, I can't give the control away.
Yeah.
So I'm a control freak, and I'm a perfectionist. And we were just talking about how we need to keep our gaming more casual because it's not good to take it too seriously. Though I don't think we actually said that, but that's the conclusion I'm now drawing. I know, so I think we covered everything. Well, we probably didn't. People are going to be listening to this going, what was that? What did they even talk about? They went on so many tangents and they didn't come back to where they left off. I know, so how do we finish these?
I don't know. How do we finish these?
Like that.
All right. We're going to talk about blah, blah, blah. All right.